Hey guys and gals, Neve here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of NeveN. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Where were we at? We were on July 23rd. Yeah, right there. Okay, let's jump right in. Alright. I agree. It's probably best not to say anything to anyone and act as if nothing happened for the time being. Not a word. Not even to Akhet. What? But... Not yet, anyway. We need to know exactly how to present this, okay? I don't like it, but alright. I won't say anything. Perfect. In that case, if I may, your majesties, I think there's another subject we should discuss. Given the supposedly large presence of avatars in Akhet, I think it's high time we finalized our alliance. I know that the middle of the night is not necessarily the most appropriate time, but you wish to warn the Emperor as soon as possible, and you want to inform him of the existence of the Avatars. Exactly. Lusk folds the map carefully, while Mielborn gives another worried look. What? I've got something on my face? You look exhausted, Ellois. It'd be better for you if you went back to sleep. I can stay a little longer. I want to help. I know, but we don't need you for anything else. It's going to be mostly discussions about trade agreements and other administrative details. I'm afraid that's not your specialty. What's more, even if you're no longer at the heart of the action, it would be good if you showed up tomorrow. Make yourself popular with the people, sing in the streets, and put on a show for them. It'll be better if you're in good shape. Okay, well then, thank you, my kings, and good luck getting through the rest of this night. They greet me briefly before bending down to chat over a set of papers that Lusk brings back with him. As for me, I walk out of the council chamber before heading to my room with my mind empty of all thoughts. I don't even know what to think. I'm just lost. I feel like everything is out of my control. Alliances, wars, the fate of entire nations is unfolding before my eyes, and I don't know what to do about it. This is the exact opposite of what I wanted. Whatever happens, for the moment, it's bigger than me. But this is where I am, and I've decided to stay here. So I'll have to learn, eventually. I'm gonna find out how to deal with these problems. But not tonight. Tonight, I just need to settle down for a bit. Almost automatically, a knock on Akhet's door. After a little while, he opens it for me, half asleep. Ellois? Hey, sorry to wake you. I'm having trouble sleeping. Do you mind if I come in? It's just asleep, I promise. Yeah, sure, come on in. I give him a quick smile as I grab his towel as he guides me to his room. The noble went off in a hurry. When his valet shouted in worry. Oh, the noble went off in a hurry when his valet shouted in worry. Oh, my lord, please no, your trousers are too low. I finish the rhyme with a bow, then I stick my tongue out at the group of children gathered before me. As a reward, I get a round of laughter and applause. I've always enjoyed singing for kids. They don't hide how they feel. You can tell straight away whether they like you or not. You know. All right. I've been enjoying the crowded streets of the capital since this morning. The festival has attracted quite a few traders and street performers. It really is a pleasure to be able to wander the streets of the capital for once. And when I saw a small stage set up and open to anyone who wanted to perform there, I couldn't resist. Given the presence of sweet sellers and toy makers in the vicinity, the choice of a children's song quickly became obvious. Amidst the applause, however, I hear a few complaints. Some children being dragged away by their parents. I catch the frightened glances of the adults as I turn my attention to the crowd. I guess some things haven't changed yet. Yesterday's show probably boosted my popularity, but I'm still feared. Ellois, is everything all right? I shake myself off and reaffirm the smile on my face. There's no way I'm going to let this situation affect me. I've been asked to act like everything's fine, and that's what I'm going to do. Yep, no worries. I'm just a bit tired, that's all. You still haven't told me why you couldn't sleep yesterday. It's probably due to all the excitement because of the festival. You know you can talk to me if something's wrong, right? I walk over to him and gently rub my muzzle against his beak. I know, everything's fine, I promise. And here I am, lying to the one I love yet again. Fuck politics, fuck tests, fuck the gods. I grab Akhet's talons and pull him down off the stage and back into the heart of the crowd. Well, my little foreign prince, is there anything that would please you? Hey, don't call me that. And why not? It's cute, and it suits you. Firstly, because I'm not a prince. And secondly... He gives me a big smile, clearly amused by what he's up to. Shall I be suspicious? Secondly, because if anyone was to be called small in our relationship, it wouldn't be me. What? You didn't dare. Certainly looks like I did. Who are you, and what have you done with the shy ball of nerves that was my companion? Perhaps love gives me courage, too. Oh, like the Nadie? I approach him, smiling as I press myself up against his chest and let my hand slide up the back of his thigh, slowly working my way towards his ass. I'm curious to know just how far this newfound courage could take you. I can see Akhet going through all the shades of red extremely quickly. Honestly, it's impressive and a little worrying. Ellois, we're in public. Relax, sweetheart, I'm kidding. I then place a kiss on the tip of his beak before moving away. You shouldn't have played with me, Birdie. That's the kind of game I always win. I told you they were cute. Rowan and Simi seem to appear out of nowhere. Stranger still, the guard has several neatly tied with ribbon boxes stacked on top of each other in his arms. What is he up to again? Lady Simi, Rowan, it's a pleasure to see you. Good morning, you two. You seem to be enjoying the festivities. So far, so good. Is there a problem? Am I nothing but a harbinger of woe and sorrow to you? It would almost hurt my feelings, young man. Oh, no, it's just that usually when a royal guard comes looking for me, it's not to have a pleasant conversation. Having said that, I have to admit that a royal guard who brings me gifts is a first. Sorry, Bunny, they're not for you. They're for my lovely wife. Don't worry, it's my day off. I'm just spending some time with my dear mother-in-law. Okay, now, one more time. Okay. Alright. Please, Rowan, don't call me that. You make me feel even older than I already am. So this is all just a coincidence? Isn't that strange? We just heard you were singing over here, so we wanted to have a look and say hi. But if we're bothering you... No, I'm just surprised, that's all. And perhaps we could walk a few streets together. After all, we have nothing planned. Simi takes a moment to look Akhet up and down, quickly judging the bird with her gaze. Given our previous discussions, it's not hard to guess what she's thinking. Even if she has apologized before, her hatred of the Seeds is still there. That sounds like an excellent idea. Come on, Gran, we've got some shopping to do. Rowan, say that again and I'll stab you. There's amusement in her voice as her attention turns from my companion. I take the opportunity to lightly squeeze Akhet's fingers in mine. Nothing against you, she's just a former slave, and... I know. It's all right. Don't worry. He gently strokes my index finger with his talon as he offers me a brief, reassuring smile. We'd better hurry if we don't want to lose them in the crowd. We set off in pursuit of Roland and Simi to go around the stands by their side. Fortunately, the Fennec manages to contain her resentment for the rest of the afternoon. So we spend a while rummaging through the various items on offer, all the while trying to restrain Rowan from buying the whole street as a gift for his wife. If there's one thing I'll have learned today, it's that he likes to shower her with attention. Hey, NeveN, please don't ever let me become like that. I don't have the money for it anyway. We end up sitting on a bench, a glass of mulled wine in our hands as we watch people go by. Akhet, may I ask you a personal question? Oh, sure. I grit my teeth, and with a quick glance at Rowan, I see that he does the same. If anything's about to get out of hand, it's now. Music is not usually an appropriate profession for those of your rank. May I ask where you learned to play like that? Oh, that? For a brief moment, I fear that again, all this will bring up unpleasant memories of his past. However, although there is nostalgia on the Falcon's face, there is none of that fear I usually perceive when he is reminded of Makad. My family looks after slaves who are meant to be artists, especially dancers and musicians, so we need to know the basics, too, so that we could, Train them? Train them, thank you. I gently caress his hand and he smiles shyly. Normally we learn just enough to be able to judge their work, but not to be able to play by ourselves. Thus the slave in charge of training me, NeveN, discovered that I had a talent, and that I actually enjoyed playing music. So he taught me the lute behind Father's back. I don't believe he ever knew anything about it, but I think Mother did. She regularly gave us time to practice. And now you're here, Miss NeveN. What happened to him? He ran away. One day he just disappeared. Father was furious and ordered him to be recovered, but I don't think he succeeded. I just hope he made it to a safe place and is happy now. I don't doubt it for a second. There seems to be a brief gleam in Simi's eyes, and I wonder if she knows more than she's letting on. What about you? Did your father ever find out what you were doing? The way you talk about him, he doesn't sound like a very nice person. Akhet hesitates and raises a talon to gently caress his nail. Now I know it's an indication that it's time for me to intervene. Hey, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to, you know. I don't think they'll take it badly. I know, but... He smiles at me as he gently squeezes my hand. It's like you said, this is all about who I was, not who I am today. I can't keep letting my past rule my life. And not to mention, it's what got me here in the first place, so I can't really complain. He leans his head against mine. Ooh, there, you see? They're cute. Rowan, this is not the time. Akhet raises his head and blushes as he coughs while composing himself. Yes, Father eventually found out I played the lute. At first he almost tore off my nails himself, but Mother persuaded him not to, and she asked me to play only in private. And then the rumors about me started to spread. That's when Mother decided to send me away to stay with a family friend, a Withir who lived near the northern border. When he died, I decided to leave, to come here, and you know the rest of the story. I doubt I'll be able to return home now. Father probably hates me, but in the end it doesn't really matter to me. I haven't seen him in years anyway, and here I am happier than I have ever been before. Glad you like it here. Simi seems to struggle for a moment, and Akhet sees it as well as I do. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm not surprised. Simi puts her hand on the falcon's talons, and patting it gently before withdrawing it. You know, Akhet, I'm a bit like the Makadian desert. The ruins of past existences lie beneath its sands, and they will probably remain there forever, even if we wish we could build something new on top of them. But Frostfang is the kingdom of second chances for both of us. Let's try to do our best for the realm. I can't help smiling stupidly, because my companion managed to reach Simi's heart, of course, but also for what it might signify. After all, if she can get past her grudge against Akhet, perhaps all hope is not lost for our future. Akhet. Chapter 6. Regrets and Forgiveness. Why is the F in forgiveness not capitalized? I wake up abruptly, straightening up in my bed. It takes me a few moments to calm down and lie down again as I quickly run my hand over my face. By NeveN, I'll never sleep properly with these fucking nightmares. I don't even know exactly what happened in this one, but it's not too hard to guess what it's about. The avatars. For all I know, I dreamt that Celothan's stoat was ripping out my throat. Look at that rhymed. Please, if one of them is going to kill me, I don't want it to be this one. Even in death, I don't think I could bear the humiliation of being killed by a small mustelid. My gaze falls on Akhet, still asleep beside me, and I can't help smiling briefly. I should be concentrating on the positive, and this bird is the most positive thing that's happened to me in years. I drape an arm over the falcon, hugging him tenderly before pressing myself against him. He is moving, and for a moment, I fear I've woken him. But he simply snuggles against me, and I fall asleep again. The streets seem even livelier than they are on other days, which is logical, I suppose, as it's the last day of the festival. People still want to enjoy it while they can, not to mention all the merchants who will be lowering their prices to try and make one last profit. Akhet is next to me, and fortunately for my nerves, his buying spree seems to have subsided since yesterday. I'm not sure I could have stopped him from buying half the town a second time. No, today he remains quietly beside me, his talons firmly locked between my fingers, a change I see no reason to complain about. You were very cuddly this morning. I didn't know you didn't like it. I suppose I can stop. No more cuddles for you, birdie, I reckon. No, that's not what I meant. It's just that it's unusual. Not unpleasant, just different. I had a nightmare and cuddling you helped me go back to sleep, that's all. Again? You've been doing a lot of that lately. Are you sure you're all right? No doubt it's stress. Even I feel that my answer is in no way convincing, but I can't tell him the truth, and I don't like lying to him. I don't want to force you to talk about it if you don't want to, but it's not my fault. It's not my fault, is it? What? You know, with Vigo and everything. If it's because I'm reminding you of him too much, we can take some time and... No, I assure you. Everything's fine as far as that's concerned. I haven't thought about Vigo for several days now, I promise. You've got nothing to worry about, alright? Don't think like that. I lean down to gently rub my muzzle against his beak as he relents with a brief smile. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Simmer, and thank you going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks to our 2 gold tier patrons, Zeke and Toby. Y'all are awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!